I'm Janet Talbot. I'm a project manager and I work for RK Mechanical. The way I got into the construction and transportation business was totally by mistake. I started off in hotel restaurant management. That evolved into hotel software. From there, I lived in a mountain town, a resort town, but my career at that time kept me traveling 6 to 7 months out of the year. I met my now husband. We started fixing and flipping houses. Eventually, my career moved into a big box retail construction store, and then I was recruited out by an owner-developer to work in construction, and I've been there ever since. Best part of my job is it is never the same. Every day is different. No matter what plan I go in with, it never holds still. Sounds awful, but it's wonderful. I love surprises. I love trying to take a puzzle and make it work, and that's exactly what construction is day in and day out. What I would suggest somebody would focus on is learn as much as you can about what interests you most. When you get into construction, there are so many different options. There's lead, there's the pay app, the billing, the financing, there's mechanical side, electrical side, foundation. There's so many different parts and pieces. Pick what you like the most and just know everything about it, and it'll continue to evolve into what you dream of.
Awesome. So, what's the most important piece of advice that you'd give to girls about their careers?
The most important piece of advice, I would say, is to be a warrior. Everybody out there is doing their best, and you are just as important. Your voice is the most important piece of advice, I would say, is to be a warrior. Everybody out there is doing their best, and you are just as important. Your voice is just as strong as anybody else in the room, whether they're a girl or a guy. So just remember that you are a strong warrior in the construction field. What I wish somebody would have told me when I was younger was life is going to change. Your career is going to change. And just because you start out in one direction doesn't mean that when you go in a different direction, that the items you touched in your first direction won't be just as important. Prop I brought today was the Princess Leia warrior. So in construction, some days you're the only girl in the room. And I honestly think that watching Princess Leia in Star Wars, see her battle the dark evil force, some days it's that way in construction. And to know that I can prevail no matter what is going on, Princess Leia is my idol. If there's a certification that interests you, put forth the effort and get it. Whether you find it important or relevant at this current moment is not the issue at hand. The issue at hand is that someday this is going to be important and your gut is telling you something that you need to follow.